please go to the kitchen for warm water. Please get my other gown from the laundress. Who does she think she is, anyway?"
"Oh, Lady Iris, I've been trying to get a moment to speak to you ever since you arrived. Your mother and I are cousins, you know. We were very close as children, and the fun we used to have, and the trouble we used to get into. Oh my! It would please me to get to know you better."
Yes, I feel the same way. Mother has told me about some of the things you two used to do, but these royals sure keep us running. I'm on my way now to get warm water for the little princess and to pick up her other gown from the laundress.
"Oh, yes, there's always plenty to do, all right."
Yeah, I just got that silly, spoiled little girl back in line. She's so easy.
"Excuse me?"
Oh, well, the queen had convinced Princess Lilly that she is pretty and will grow up to be a beautiful and well-accomplished young woman. All I had to do was remind her that grandmothers are supposed to see their grandchildren that way, and it doesn't make it true. I said how ratty the princess's hair is and reminded her how clumsy and witless she can be. A few more weeks and I'll have that little snob to the point where she'll never leave her room again.
"Oh, so the princess has been rude and demanding to you?"
Oh, no. She's surprisingly well-mannered and intelligent, polite and even kind. More so since we came here. But she'll never hear that from me.
I don't understand."
Well, like everyone consigned to servanthood, I've made it my mission to keep any royal I serve thinking that she's an embarrassment to her station in life. Well, I'm sure you do it too.
"I do not. Why would you?"
Well, because it's not fair, of course. How come she gets to be a princess when I'm the daughter of a minor royal and a servant to her?
Didn't you choose to be the princess's servant?"
Absolutely, just so I'd have a chance to cut her down to size.
"Well, Cousin Iris, in answer to your question, there are rulers because someone has to be in charge. God has ordained this, and he tells us that we are to submit to them, pray for them, and never talk mean about them. It's an honor to serve them, especially when they are believers and servants of our Lord Jesus Christ, who came to earth as a servant to save us. Queen Daisy has been a good friend of mine ever since we were in our late teens. Personally, I would never want to be a member of the ruling house."
You wouldn't? Well, why?
"Well, do you think that life is easy for them? They're under a microscope of public opinion day and night. The responsibility for the survival of the kingdom is on their shoulders. Most of them don't even get to choose who they marry. I'd rather be right here where I am, where God put me, a helper to those in charge, without any of the hassles."
Wow, I never thought about it like that.
"Yeah, well, maybe you've been too busy feeding your own jealousy to think of anything else."
Well, now, hold on just a minute here.
"I will not. Is this the attitude of the servants in Ellis's castle?"
Yes, ma'am. I guess it's not that way here?"
"It isn't. Your jealousy of the ruling family has led you to try to destroy a sweet little girl who's done nothing to you. In several places in his word, God listed jealousy with other terrible sins which keep believers weak and immature. It's a form of hatred, and it destroys its owners as it destroys its object."
Well, somebody's got to keep them from letting all that power go to their heads. They have no right to treat us like dirt.
"No, they don't. Have any of the royals here treated you poorly?"
No, they've all been kind. Prince Elian tried it, but the preacher put a stop to him.
"Well, but nothing. Iris, I trust that you will stop this sinful vendetta immediately, and so I will not report you to Queen Daisy, on one condition."
Ma'am?
"You and the other female members of the party who came here from King Ellis's realm will meet in my quarters every morning before sunup for Bible reading and prayer. And in the meantime, you will have read 1 Corinthians 13 and Galatians 5:10 through 23. There will be a different passage every day. I'll set this all up with the Queen. I'm sure she'll agree it's a good idea. If you don't agree and don't comply, I will report you to her, and I have little doubt that you'll be sent back to King Ellis's service along with a letter explaining why.
Oh, please, ma'am, don't do that. That would be very dangerous there.
Then we're agreed.
Yes, ma'am.
Iris, I would much rather we had a relationship based on love rather than anger and threats. I'm hoping these morning meetings will accomplish that.
Oh, yes, ma'am, I think I'd like that better too, if it can really be possible.
Oh, good. I'm sure it's possible. Come along now, and I'll help you get the things for the princess. By the way, how is your mother these days? Is she well?
Oh, yes, ma'am, very well, and full of mischief as always.
Oh, I'm sure of that.